editor of the West Mind podcast, it's recommended to listen to the West Mind podcast at 2x speed for the enjoyment of your listening experience. Hello, it's me, Clinton, and this is the West Mind podcast. It's a new set, same room, but different vibe. Yeah, this is a new set, and I'm using the old mic again because the new mic sounded off, and for the last 3 weeks I've been trying to like figure it out and make it sound good, but it doesn't sound good. I don't know what the problem is with the new mic, but I'm gonna use this mic for this foreseeable future. Today I'm gonna talk about don't expect everyone to be nice to you, because not everyone's like you, and not everyone's like raised like you, and not everyone has like your life situation. I thought of this in December, and this is when I wrote this on my notes because I was done with my Where's My Mind notes for 2025 at the end, or the first week of December. That was my last note on Where's My Mind 2024. So I gained. Wait, if you can't like if you go through the Where's My Mind podcast socials, you can see from like December till when I came back, I gained a lot of weight. Not a lot, but like you can notice I gained weight. And I'll tell you how I gained weight. So over the break, buying, I was buying, um, I was buying ice cream a lot over the break, and I was like eating ice cream every. I was like, "There's no, I can't." Like, I was like, my thought pattern was like, I can't like keep the ice cream downstairs because like it's not my house and blah 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 blah. So I have to finish the ice cream. Then the next day I want ice cream. It was just like a never ending cycle until I figured I did not even notice I was gaining weight. But yeah, that'll be a YouTube video. But today I want to talk about don't expect every single person to be nice to you. Like, I think a lot of the times we expect people to be nice because if you're like, especially if you were raised in like a nice family, or like your siblings were nice, like your family member or your friends are nice, you expect every single person to be nice to you, or maybe you are nice, you expect every single person to be nice to you. I always expected people to be nice to me because I was nice to people. I never thought someone would be mean to me or like not like me because of like some people don't like others for no reason. And I'm not like crying racism here. I'm like talking about just randomly not liking somebody despite your race, because there are people who are the same race and as you, and they're still mean. It doesn't mean you should go about your day being a horrible person to everybody. I tried that for like the first several, like for the like I think I was doing that for the longest time. Like, if I knew people were not gonna be nice to me, I was not gonna be nice to the person first, so the person knows that, oh, their niceness it doesn't really affect me. Like, I don't care about you not being nice to me because I'm not nice to you. You're a bitch. But I think that's a very immature way to like exist. I think living with niceness, it like being a nice person to people you know and people you don't know, even when they're being mean or like ignore you or like being horrible, is truly, I think for me at least, like going into this like this nice era that I've been in for the last 2 months, I think it's comforting in a way, because before when before when you had issues with someone else, or when you had like a situation with Gerald, for example, in the store, you would play back that like scenario for like days, for people, so for some people months. And I know I said this on the podcast 2 years ago now, like in 2023, but when I left my old church, like someone did something really, in my opinion, that like what the person did was number one, like not smart to do to other people. Like I don't know, but on Christmas Day, I sent out like a bunch of texts, like people I know in my life, and I sent them like Christmas wishes. And that person, I like sent that person a message because I was like, number one, you should never make fun of people behind their backs. Like I will never say I've never made fun of people behind their backs. I have, and that was when I was like a super mean person. No, I was not mean. I was like, oh, because a lot of people I know make fun of people behind their backs. It's okay to make fun of people behind their backs. And growing up as an adult now, or like being an adult now, note like seeing how other people behave and other people live their lives. I've I've adopted the mindset or like the mental model of not judging people, like not making fun of people behind their backs. Like if you don't agree with what someone's doing, like that's your life. That's not your life. That's the way you're raised. Like a lot of things made them who they are. They are not just who they are because of that situation. There's a lot of things that happened before they got to that like spot that you've met them. And even if you don't become like a good person in like around your in your vicinity or in your environment, eventually they will become a good person, or maybe they don't become a good person. Like who like who's the judge of like good and evil? Like we all tend, like I think we like like as humans we want to be seen as good people, or like very righteous people, or like very rich people, or very nice people. And I think sometimes we forget to lean into our authenticity, because sometimes I've been really, I'm not saying be evil to someone and that's your authenticity. I don't think that. I think if you're doing something that's out of character, you can tell. Like your body, you feel uncomfortable doing. Sorry. You feel uncomfortable doing whatever you want to do. Like let's say making fun of people, or not even making fun of people, talking about people behind their back. So like talking, like saying bad things about people behind their backs, and or lying about somebody else. Like you feel icky when you're doing it. Unless you've been doing it for like a very long time, then you don't feel bad anymore. But yeah, I think expecting every single person sorry. I think expecting every single person we meet to be nice, even your family members. I think expecting like your cousins or your aunties and uncles to be nice to you the first time you meet them, or like while you're existing with them, or like living with them, it's a very juvenile way of thinking of like stuff, because I think people are flawed and people will always make mistakes, and people are who I think people are who they are. And I'm not expecting every single person to be nice to me anymore. I'm like expecting everyone to be who they are. And even if they are horrible people, or like very mean to me, I'm not saying be a p word, or like be a pushover, but assess your environment and like the situations you find yourself in. I've always I've lived my life in a way. I live my life in a way that I stay as far away from problems as possible. Like I like challenges. There's a difference between challenges and problems, and yeah, I don't know. And if it's your boss that's not nice, suck it up. They're paying you. Like suck it up, save all your money, don't spend your money, and run away from that job. That's my advice to you if your boss is like a horrible person, not nice to you. But if it's not, if it's someone you know you can distance yourself like away from, then that would be really nice. Yeah, I always think I'm nice to every single person, but that's from my perspective. Like me ignoring you when you're doing, like for example, ignoring someone when they're doing something wrong. In my head, oh, that's me being nice because I'm pretending like I don't notice you, or I don't give like sometimes, no, most of the time I don't really care. But I think I'm a horrible person to some, not horrible like intentionally, but I think I'm not a good person to some people because some people see me and they might think I'm not nice, or like, but like they might think I'm not nice. They may think I'm mean because I'm pretty reserved. I don't like sharing a lot. But yeah, I don't know. It's tricky because I'm saying, yeah, don't expect everywhere to be nice. And sometimes you might be the person who people think is not nice, but you might be nice, but people don't really know because maybe people don't know you that way. And yeah, that's strange. Don't you think? I don't know if all these parts are gonna be part of it, but yeah, I don't know. I don't think we should expect every single person to be nice, and I don't think we are expected to be nice to everybody. I think, yeah, I think we're expected to be nice to everybody, but I don't think we are though. I don't know. This is another topic that I have been stunned on. Like I thought, no, this is another. Sorry, this is another topic I've been stuck on. So I thought I was gonna record, and then I was gonna end with like, oh yes, be nice to every single person. But I don't know. I really don't know. I will be nice to every single person from now on, but I don't think, because I think sometimes when you're nice to people, they think you're weak, and that's where my problem is right now. I'm like not. I'm thinking of niceness as a strength, but some people like see you being nice to them and think you're weak, and that's where I'm having a problem. Like that's where my problem lies right now. So yeah, um, yeah. I know this is a very short episode, but next week's episode, hopefully, there's gonna be a lot on my mind, and I can speak for like almost an hour. But yeah, truly, that's. Let me sit well and say it. Truly, that's all that has been on my mind. I'll speak to you next week. Yeah. Bye.